Kate, are you hyped for Britney Spears being pregnant?
I am interested about Britney Spears being pregnant.
There'll be a decent gap between her kids' age, right?
Right.
Like her oldest may be, I got to think, see if I can do math, 15 maybe?
I want to say he's 16.
Is that right? Okay.
Yeah, I'm checking it.
I'm impressed. Yeah, because it's trying to place when she was with Kevin Federline.
Yeah.
She had the two kids with Kevin Federline?
2, Sean and Jaden, 16 and 15.
16 and 15. I feel pretty good about my guess then.
Yeah.
Thank you. So the whole deal was that Britney Spears' dad prevented her from getting pregnant, right?
Correct.
Using, what was it? It's the thing that goes under your skin. Is that right?
The IUD.
IUD? Oh, okay. That actually goes up and inside, right? Or no?
Yeah.
Okay. I don't want to think about that procedure too awful much. But
You're lucky you don't have to.
you're right. You're right. The vasectomy would be the thing, right? The equivalent, except less reversible.
I think the IUD is a little bit more temporary than a vasectomy.
Right.
Yeah.
So here comes Britney Spears. She's been with the same dude for a while. Her current boyfriend.
Fiance.
Oh, they're engaged?
They are engaged. Yeah.
Okay, and that sounds familiar now that you say that.
For 5 years. Not engaged for 5 years. They've been together for 5 years.
So it's not like a Federline situation where she got pregnant pretty quick with him, right?
Right.
I'm actually impressed they were together long enough to have the two kids, even though they're just a year apart.
Well, I was looking at pictures of them trying to think of and trying to remember the time. Like, I kind of feel like they probably were trying to make it work.
Do you remember the time?
Yeah. Especially knowing what we know about Britney's dad now. It's like she was probably hell-bent on trying to make it work. And
Maybe that was pre-conservatorship, right?
yeah, I think. Is that why there's a conservatorship, or because they didn't think she could take care of her kids? Or
Remember, everyone thought she was going nuts because she shaved her head, and she was hanging out with Paris Hilton and Lohan a little bit too, maybe. Nicole Richie, were they foursome?
I don't remember.
And then she was getting out of the limo. Remember that? Didn't she flash?
That does not narrow it down between the 4 women you just named.
Is that right? You think that's happened often between them?
Yes.
Okay. Huh. So anyway, congrats, Britney Spears. Pregnant, and she seems excited.
Woo!
Still blows my mind. That's something that happened. Her dad being in charge of her until she was 39 or 40, whatever age she was last year.
Right.
Yep. Pretty bad.
Crazy stuff.
What are you drinking over there?
Some water.
Okay. It's been a while since I've checked in on...
My beverages.
Yeah, we should have a new segment. What is Kate drinking?
Yeah.
I mean, you've only moved through like 3 or 4 different types of drinks since we've been doing the show together, as far as I can recall.
Right.
You have your vitamin water deal. What's that called?
It's called Zeal, but we call it Go-Go Juice. Yeah.
Zeal/Go-Go Juice.
Mm-hmm.
You drink water, yes.
Yep.
Back when you lived at the apartment, you drank some kind of teas because there was a communal area where you could help yourself to tea.
Yeah. Yeah, I did some tea. I haven't had hot tea in a long time. I do hot chocolate,
Hot chocolate?
Yeah.
Ooh, I don't recall when I've asked you in the past that you're drinking hot chocolate during the show.
Yeah, because I usually like Irish hot chocolate, so...
Oh, come on, Kate. That would make the show a little bit more interesting.
Oh, I thought you were going to be like, good, because we don't need you getting loopy.
Kate's getting sauced.
Whoop, whoop.
Yeah. Is that it? Are those your beverages?
I've done some sparkling water.
Oh, sparkling water.
Yeah, the sparkling ice water. I do those.
No, that's like a seltzer, or it's...
No, it's a
just carbonated water.
Flavored sparkling water
flavored. Gotcha.
beverage with natural flavors, 0 sugar, vitamins and antioxidants.
Oh, antioxidants.
I've got a little bit of my grapefruit one here, 5 calories. But I've trained myself that it's kind of like a pop So in the afternoon, I'll grab one. I'm like, oh, it's a little burst of energy, even though it's just water.
A little afternoon refreshment.
Yeah. But I like those now. And every time I drink them, though, I'm like, these would be really good with vodka.
Yeah, that's a good point. Yeah. Have you tried that?
I haven't, but the pink grapefruit, every time I take a drink, and I'm like, where is the vodka?
Yeah, there should be vodka in this. What have I done?
Yep.
Brutal. You're not big into drinking in the middle of the afternoon either, right?
I'm not big?
That's what was my guess.
Well, I mean, not work days. Not when I've got stuff. I don't break into happy hour at like 2 o'clock, but...
On a Saturday, more or less.
Oh, yeah.
Saturday or vacation time.
I love day drinking on Saturdays.
Yeah, you're right. Day drinking is pretty good.
Yeah.
Pretty good. And we're really approaching the time of year where it's, almost mandatory.
Almost mandatory.
Yeah, spring's up on us. We're going to be outside a lot. Summertime, right around the corner. Spring into drinking.
Spring into drinking.
With Matt and Kate.
I did a happy hour last night with some friends, and I was the lamest. Like, I had a small glass of wine, and then I went and picked up a kiddo from practice and came back with kiddo. Oh. And then I had a small glass of wine. I had to go to a meeting. And I was like, oh, I would much rather stay here.
No doubt.
And have a couple of glasses and snack on some charcuterie boards. And
Is that how you say that?
Yeah. Our waitress was kind of snobby. So.
Oh, really?
Not snobby to us, but snobby in what they offered. And so I was like, oh, okay. If the wine wasn't so good, I'd be like, this isn't my jam.
Sounds like a fancy place. Wine, charcuterie board.
Yeah.
Spit it out, Matt.
The word's hard.
I don't know if I've seen that at a restaurant before.
Charcuterie boards?
Yeah. Is that popular?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought that was more of a, maybe you bring a charcuterie board to Easter dinner, Easter lunch, whatever.
Yeah. Restaurants are definitely jumping on that popularity thing right now.
Okay.
As like appetizers. Yeah.
Especially with a glass of wine. That seems like a good combo.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Did some cheeses and...
You took a kid to happy hour with you?
Not at the beginning, but yes.
Right.
Yeah.
What did she do?
She had my phone and she had some pink lemonade because I took her backpack home. Otherwise, she could have been doing homework at happy hour, but she just had my phone.
That was nice of you not to punish her by making her do homework while you're having a great time at happy hour, a place where she probably didn't want to be, or did she care?
No, she didn't really care. But then when it got kind of deep conversation, I was like, hey, here are my earbuds. Put these in.
Oh, you guys started sharing dirty stories or something?
No. Dirty stories.
Yeah.
Just things kids shouldn't hear.
This is PG-13.
Right.
What kind of things can a kid not hear?
I'm not going to talk about it.
Okay. Is it dirty?
It's not dirty.
Okay. Well, the listener wants to know.
I know, but I'm afraid that if I say something, it could be deduced of who I was with and what it's about. So it was a circle of confidence.
Were you with someone famous?
No.
Okay. All right.
I know. I'm being protective.
That's very nice of you.
Yeah.
To that person, but not to the listener.
I know. It's probably safer if I said dirty things. How about that? Yeah,
okay.
Definitely dirty things.
All right. Tell us one of the jokes. You got any good dirty jokes in your noggin?
No, I don't have any good dirty jokes. No, can't say that one.
Okay. Family show and all.
I know. Yep. Matt, I found a funny article about phrases that people born after 2000 will not recognize.
Oh, that sounds like a challenge to our post-2000 kids, listeners.
Right.
Not necessarily kids, because
I know
some of them are 22. Damn.
Right. right?
So old.
Okay, so you and I will definitely remember these phrases. Be kind, rewind.
Oh, yeah, that's a good one. To explain to the younger listeners, there used to have a tape, a cassette. Oh, man, this isn't helping, is it? A thing with some things in there.
A video.
Yeah, it's basically, it was a video. But when you got to the end of the video, you had to press the rewind button and then wait a few minutes for it to go all the way back to the beginning of the film. You couldn't just skip back. You were being kind if you rewinded and sent it back to the video store. That way you don't pass the burden on to the Blockbuster employee or another customer potentially.
Right.
So be kind and rewind. Some people had dedicated rewind machines. Remember that?
We did not.
I don't think we did either, but the idea was you didn't want to wear out your VCR by doing a bunch of rewinding with it, so put it into this automatic rewinder, or maybe it makes it easier to put another video cassette into the thing while you rewind with a different one. I don't know. All right, so phrases again. These are phrases that people born after the year of 2000 might not know.
Get off the phone. I need to use the internet.
Oh, yeah, that's a good one.
Yeah.
Or someone picks up the phone and it destroys your internet connection.
Right.
At the same time.
Or, okay, I got the phone, hang up. Remember that?
I've got the phone, hang up.
Yeah.
What do you mean? What's that one mean?
Somebody calls and your mom answers the phone. And is Matt there? Yeah. And then Mama Suk says, Matt, phone. And you take the phone in another room. Or you pick up the phone in another room.
Yeah.
Okay, I got it. Hang up. It's safe to hang up once the other person gets the phone.
Yeah, because you don't want your parents listening into your teenage conversations.
Right. Or your siblings.
Yeah, your siblings.
Yeah.
Listening to which boys you have a crush on or whatever.
Pass me the phone book, please.
Oh, yeah. Pre-internet, there was this giant... Only recently did these stop showing up on my doorstep, actually. Phone books in the past few years. A big old book, though, like 3 inches thick, would show up at your doorstep, and then in there would be pretty much all the local phone numbers you would need to call.
Residential, business, Yellow Pages, yeah. I think my mom still uses her phone book.
Well, White Pages was for residential, right? Yeah, and Yellow Page was for commercial operations.
Yeah.
And both were used to make a seat higher for a small child.
Yeah.
to sit at a restaurant or to sit at the kitchen table.
Yeah. Okay, this one I don't remember, so you're going to have to explain it to me. Typing 5318008 into a calculator. Oh, never mind. Got it.
Then you turn it upside down, right?
And it says...
Oh, boobies.
Boobies.
Yeah.
I just remember 8008 and be like, boob. I guess I didn't know boobies.
Yeah, I forgot about, the one I've seen the most is just boobs.
Ah.
But now that I think about it, I have seen boobies before. Okay.
What about, do you want the smoking section or non-smoking?
Yeah, that one's wild. I really remember being like Perkins as a kid. I really liked their French toast a lot. I remember that pretty vividly. And they would have just that railing that would divide, a section of booths.
Yeah.
And then the other side was smoking. I was like, well, I'm glad this force field's here to keep the smoke from coming over here.
Did you know they still have smoking rooms in hotels?
No.
I think that's crazy. I heard about this over the weekend. That my friends were trying to book a hotel room for this big soccer tournament, so there's like no rooms left, and so they had to take a smoking room. I'm like, wait, they still have those?
I did not know that, no. I remember seeing a giant... So when you're saying smoking room, you're talking about a room that has the bed. It's not a dedicated room for all the smokers to go hang out in.
Correct. It is a room that you... Yeah.
It's a bedroom that you're allowed to smoke in.
Yes.
/ smell other people's smoke. If you're not really into smoking. I remember seeing a giant smoking room, though, a big communal smoking room. Oh, I feel like maybe it was at the Denver airport.
Mm-hmm.
But that's probably been 10 years, I bet.
Yeah, I remember seeing that too. I was like, holy cow, that looks dangerous.
Pretty wild.
I did live on the smoking floor in college. Like,
oh, that's right.
They had a smoking floor up until my junior year. But my senior year, you could still smell the remnants of smokers.
Sure. Yeah, it's difficult to get that smell out.
Yeah, especially out of old buildings. Yeah.
And the nuns would show up at your floor to smoke?
Yeah.
Right.
I shouldn't say nuns. There was a nun who came and smoked with us. There were nuns that we picked up to the party. Yeah.
It's funnier to me if a whole crew of nuns show up like, it's smoking time. Let's go.
Woo!
Do it. All right. So any more phrases that people born after the year 2000 wouldn't know, Kate? Or does that sum them up?
That's pretty much it.
So once again, they were Be Kind, Rewind, Smoking Section or Non-Smoking Section. What were the other ones?
Pass me the phone book. Okay, I've got the phone. Hang up. Get off the phone. I need to use the internet. Typing 531-8008 into a calculator.
So that you could then turn the calculator upside down and it would spell boobies.
Boobies.
Thanks,
Yep.
Kate.
Yep.
Watch out, Kate. People are scamming typically old people. You know how this happens? You know how disappointed we get when we start talking about people scamming the elderly?
Ugh, I hate this.
And this time it's about puppies.
What?
Yeah, so imagine someone's there on the internet and like, hey, I've got purebred puppies over here. If you want one, go ahead and send me one of these anecdotes in the story. Let's go ahead and send me $700 in electronic gift cards to purchase the puppy. And then you get ghosted. And then you're out $700 of Amazon or iTunes gift cards. It's always blew my mind that people were...
Yeah.
Because it just doesn't seem like you could buy enough things.
That was the scam that they were trying to get me to buy $400 in iTunes gift cards or Apple gift cards. iTunes? Apple. Yeah.
Because someone was spoofing like a fellow parent that you knew at school?
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember.
Yeah. And so I kept up the ruse for like 24 hours. Because I thought if they're scamming me, then they can't scam other people. But I didn't buy the cards. I just kept up the conversation.
Yeah, so in this case, Google is suing a scammer about this because what the dude would do is set up a bunch of Google Voice phone numbers.
Yeah.
Like you can set up a phone number that you can use through Google, so you can almost use it as a burner phone number. And so he was using that kind of scheme. You know, that way someone can't track it back to you necessarily.
Gotcha.
And so now Google's like, all right, we're going to get you. Suing them.
Good for you, Google.
Beyond using Google services to communicate with victims, Google accused them of running a Google Ads campaign to promote the fraudulent websites. This again being, hey, I've got purebred puppies. Buy one from me. I guess AARP was the one that tipped them off. And that's a association for something retired people.
American Association?
Yeah, I think that's it.
I mean, that's a guess. I don't know.
Let's find out. AARP. Oh, this is getting exciting. Formerly called the American Association of Retired Persons, Kate.
Woo!
Look at you go. Do you subscribe?
No, I feel like that's a safe guess, though. I remember my parents got AARP in the mail, I feel like earlier than they should have. And I'm like, what is happening? And they're like, we don't know. We're not happy with it either.
Same here. I think my dad started getting it pretty early on. Yeah. Oh, okay. Over the age of 50.
Okay.
You see, I've told you recently how much I look forward to retirement. Over the age of 50. That sounds about right. I would retire at 50 if I had the means.
Right?
That sound like a good time?
Well, I mean, if I had the means, I'd retire right now.
That's fair. Probably same.
Yeah.
On a beach somewhere.
Yeah. Or just the freedom to go to a beach or not. Get up or not.
Yeah, I would have, currently I'm anchored to this area, with friends and family, lots of friends and family. So maybe what I would do is, if I'm retiring at the age of 50, a second home.
There you go.
In a warm place. That way I never have to deal with January, February, or for some reason, April.
Right.
Again.
Mother Nature's bipolar.
And that's interesting because the planet has poles. And it turns on its axis, which goes through the poles, thus giving us the seasons, Kate. Wow.
I didn't know if you were trying to attach that to retirement.
You're literally correct on that. What do you mean?
When you were talking about the poles, I was like, yeah, go on. Like I was waiting for you to connect it to being retired.
Oh, no, you said bipolar.
Yeah. Gotcha.
And then 2 poles on planet Earth. And turns out you're right.
There was a list that came out of movies that supposedly don't deserve their popularity. And okay. I would say, like, most of these movies I've never seen because I was like, meh, yeah. Like, Avatar is number 1.
Oh, really? Basically, these are overrated movies?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, that one's one of the top movies of all time, right? Top grossing. Is it the top grossing still?
Grossing, yeah. But did it receive a lot of awards?
I think so, at least for special effects.
For special effects, but I don't think for like story or acting. And this is the reason, stunning visuals, but not much else. So Avatar was number 1. Number 2, Inception. More pretentious than ambitious. Didn't see that.
Yeah, that seems like one I've inadvertently put off a long time because I get the impression it's going to require me to pay attention to the movie.
Right. And I'm not a huge Leonardo DiCaprio fan. So I'm like, meh.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Huh. Why? He's such a player?
He annoys me.
Oh, really? Just his face or?
In general.
Oh, okay.
I think he does great things for the environment, but I'm just not a huge fan of him.
Interesting.
Yeah. Yeah. Dark Knight Rises.
Oh, yeah, that's a bad film, I think.
Is that the one with Christian Bale?
That's the 3rd one in the Christian Bale series of Batman films.
Okay, but that's not the Heath Ledger one, right?
Right, the Dark Knight is the Heath Ledger one.
Okay.
Then Dark Knight Rises, that's the one with Tom Hardy playing Bane.
Oh.
And you couldn't understand what he's saying, Batman.
Like it's difficult to understand what he's saying in that film.
Yeah.
Bane.
Yeah. Didn't see that one.
Good. Spare yourself the time. I didn't think that one was like a one that was highly appreciated. But whatever.
Shakespeare in Love, which I liked that one. It says didn't deserve Best Picture. Like, maybe not.
Yeah, is that the one with Gwyneth Paltrow?
Mm-hmm. Joseph Fiennes.
Yeah, it's a Harvey Weinstein film.
It is.
Yeah, in fact, there was a really good oral history about them winning the Oscar. You know, where, oh, surprise, surprise, Harvey Weinstein did a bunch of underhanded stuff. Like basically a campaign against Saving Private Ryan.
Oh, is that it?
Where the idea was, the first 15 minutes were great, but the rest of the film was a snooze fest. And then it's like, okay, then Shakespeare in Love won. Yeah, because that was kind of shocking at that time. People really thought that Saving Private Ryan was going to win.
I've never seen Saving Private Ryan.
Damn, Kate.
You know why? Because I can't handle the gore.
Yeah, it is pretty gory.
I can't.
Blood and guts.
And everybody was like, if you can get through like the first 20 minutes, you're fine. I'm like, I don't think I can, though.
Okay.
And it's real. You know what I mean? It's like, it really happened.
Oh, right.
Does that make sense? Like,
yeah,
things that really happened really mess with me. That's like, my grandfathers were in that war. You know what I mean?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah. So I haven't seen that one.
That's why a film like Avatar, where it's just a bunch of avatars, although they're actually played by real... Never mind.
Okay.
Spoilers for Avatar.
La La Land is another movie that made it on this list of movies that don't deserve their popularity.
Yeah, musical with Ryan Gosling and... Emma...
Come on, you can get it.
Thompson?
No.
Emma... Not Watson.
Nope.
Emma Stone.
Yeah.
There we go. Phew, lots of Emmas.
Yeah.
Hollywood's got an Emma bias.
Do you know why she is Emma?
No, I don't.
Her birth name is Emily, but she was obsessed with Baby Spice, Emma. So she
really
So when she was going into acting and changed her name to Emma because of Baby Spice.
Well, that's better than going by Baby Spice.
That is much better.
Yeah. Good catch there.
Yeah.
Any other overrated movies we need to know about, Kate? According to whatever article this is.
V for Vendetta.
Yeah, that's one I haven't seen. That's the one with the dude with the mask.
Yeah, it said created a famous symbol, not a movie.
Yeah, because that's the one that's used for the hacking group Anonymous, I believe.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Okay.
So, movies that don't deserve their popularity, if you love any of those movies.
Don't blame us, it wasn't our list.
Don't blame us, yeah.